Hello students, welcome back to English grammar class. In our previous class you have learned about what is direct and indirect speech and how to convert the statements from direct speech to indirect speech. In today's class you are going to learn how to convert interrogative sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. So interrogative sentences means questions, and you already know that there are two types of questions. Those are WH type questions and yes or no type questions. WH type questions, how they have to be changed, let us see. When comes to WH type questions, the WH word would not be changed in indirect speech. It remains the same, but there won't be any question mark. You have to make it a statement. And the reporting verb, it is changed into ask, inquire or demand, wonder, want to know, question or interrogate. So what is the reporting verb here? Let us go through this example. Where do you want to go now? He said to me. So here the reporting verb is said. Okay. So said to won't be there. So he asked. You can tell he asked or he inquired. He asked me where I wanted to go then. You have already learnt how to change the pronouns. So here me means it changes to I. You are reporting it. So he asked me where I wanted to go then. Now changes to then, and it is in present form. The question is in present form and you have changed into past tense. The verb wanted changed into the verb want changed into wanted. Okay, and the interrogative form of the sentence must be turned into a statement. See here, there is no question mark and you have changed into a statement. It has been changed into a statement. That is not used with who, whom, whose, what, which, when, why, where, now. So with WH words, especially in questions, you will not use the connector that. Okay, and when it comes to yes or no type questions, yes or no type questions means the answer might be either yes or no. They start with is, all the helping verbs and auxiliary verbs. Okay, so here you see, do you love books? He said to me. So the answer might be either yes or no. So you have to use whether or if in indirect speech, whether or if to be used in indirect speech. So he asked me whether I loved reading books, or you can also write he asked me if I loved reading books. Okay, you change to I. Okay, and words relating to tense, pronouns, nearness are changed. Yes, as usual, they are to be changed. Okay, and now when comes to imperative sentences in indirect speech, imperative sentences, requests, order, commands, advice, suggestions, all these are imperative sentences. So how these to be changed into indirect speech? Okay, so let us, and here the verb in the reported speech is changed into infinitive. For example, you see, can you teach me English? Okay, Padma said to me. So here, Padma requested me to teach her English. So here, the verb teach is there. It changed into to infinitive, to teach. Whatever the verb might be, that changes to infinitive here. So Padma requested or Padma asked, you can tell. Okay, and so here it is not no nothing like please or nothing is given, but still we used here requested. This is just an informal question. Okay, and negative commands and advices are expressed in reported speech by using to infinitive, and the tense and pronouns must be changed as usual. If it is like my mother said don't play in the sun, so my mother advised me not to play in the sun. Here negative commands, not to should be there. Not to plus infinitive. Not to, not is missing here, students. Not to plus infinitive. Okay. And if it is a request, requested, beg, ask, implore, entreat, desire, beseech, solicit, all these you can use. Command, order, tell, all these. Okay. Now coming to sentences that start with let. They can be turned into reported speech in three methods, like with a gerund, suggest or propose, plus gerund, or an infinitive, that is to infinitive, or with that clause. Okay, let's go through the examples. Let us set up a small scale industry, my friend said to me. So my friend suggested setting up a small scale industry. Setting is the gerund. Okay, setting is the gerund. Verbal nouns they are called. Okay, and here you see my friend proposed to set up a small scale industry. So to set up, to plus verb, that is to infinitive. Okay, and my friend proposed that we should set up a small scale industry. So here it is that clause, that we should set up a small scale industry. It started with, we used the connector that. Okay, so like this, in three ways you can change the sentences that start with let into indirect speech. And now coming to exclamatory and optative sentences. Okay, so optative sentences means that express a prayer or keen wish, curse, all these are optative. Mostly these sentences they start with wish, that is may or wish, like that. Okay, and here in exclamatory sentences you see the reporting verb is changed into the following manner, like joy, sorrow, fear, anger, wonder. That depends on the mood. Okay, and that is used in reported speech. We use that, and the tenses they change. Tense, pronoun, time, words related to time, all these they change. So words like what, how are omitted in reported speech. So what a beautiful house it is. So such words. Okay, how interesting the book is. Such, what, how, these are not interrogative words. Okay, these are exclamatory words in exclamatory sentences. Yes, and interjections or exclamations like hurrah, alas, lo, bravo are replaced with adverbs. Okay, and for example, oh, what an excellent idea you have got, he said to me. So here ho is the exclamation, ho is the interjection here. So exclamations also they will be omitted in indirect speech. So he exclaimed with wonder. He exclaimed with wonder that I had got an excellent idea. Okay, he exclaimed with wonder that I had got an excellent idea. And now coming to optative sentences. Reporting verb in optative sentences may be changed like this, like wish, pray, long for, desire, all these. And for salutation at the time of meeting you may use wish, good morning, good evening, good night, good luck, like that. Okay, and at the time of departure you may use goodbye, bid plus goodbye. Okay, so here you see, wish you a happy journey, said Raghav to Gopal. So Raghav wished Gopal a happy journey. Okay, the student said good morning teacher. So the student wished good morning to the teacher. Okay, I hope you understand. Go through all these examples and you can understand better and practice them. Okay, thank you for now. Meet you in the next class.